What is up, people? You're not joining me?
No, because all I see on my phone still is the live.
I know.
Did it go away?
I think
there! Oh my gosh.
It's delayed.
It is such a bad delay today. Sorry. I don't know if it's all of you guys, but my phone, super delayed.
I think it's us in here. It's
They don't
around the
know we're
table.
delayed.
It's around the table. So I had the long.
What's up?
I had the long celebration. I was hoping you'd join me.
Sorry. Woo!
Wow. And that's what you get when you come to episode 8. Right
You
there.
haven't been around people for 8 weeks and you're slowly dying.
I've been trying to be good about not advertising what this bottle really is because the advertisement's on the back, but
because we're not sponsored.
Totally fine. Right. So, you go. I don't know. That's weird. Actually,
Mine has no logos because
Ooh.
not sponsored.
Well, and let's be real.
If you want to sponsor us, we'll take your sponsorship.
Actually, bring yours out. Put it right here. Watch this.
Why?
Check this out, people. We have personality. Like, there's a lot of color, a lot of pop going on right here. I love that. All right, anyway. The next thing.
Can I put
Hey,
my drink back now?
Yeah, you could.
Thanks.
Hey, we're glad you guys joined us for live. It is Wednesday night. If you didn't know, don't worry about it. We're keeping track for you.
Wait, it's Wednesday night?
Yeah, one day a week. It's Wednesday night.
Oh, I
Brittany.
thought it was Friday.
Well, yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I can see how that would happen. But it's not. It is Wednesday night. We're glad you guys joined us on YouTube. It is YouTube Live. If you didn't notice, because this would be a really stinky editing job if it were anything but live.
We have a question from the crowd.
Oh, question from the crowd. What would you
already?
like to
We
know,
got
crowd?
comments
Who
tonight.
would you like to sponsor us?
Costco.
Oh.
But Costco doesn't sponsor anybody. I've heard this from other YouTubers, influencers.
You'd really want Costco?
Oh my gosh, Costco's the best place ever. If not Costco, then Target.
I was going to say Target has to be on that list.
Target's number 2.
Are we dropping it? We're dropping sponsors.
The day that like we are like stage 4 reopened,
Yeah.
I will be found in Target for probably 5 hours going up and down every single Target aisle, looking at every little thing, probably spending a whole paycheck in Target because I've missed it that much. Right now, I go into Target and, the home section's not essential. And so I go straight to, like, beauty or food or whatever, And there's a whole side of Target that has been neglected in my heart. And that is where you will find me when we hit stage 4 reopening. That's true.
Maybe we should videotape that day, that moment. I think Katie, you and I,
we could do a 4-hour live on Instagram.
Yeah, we could totally do it.
I don't know if Instagram lets you go live that long.
We follow you from the moment you get in the car to the moment you arrive in the parking lot, and then boom.
There will probably be tears shed of happiness that day. That is what I miss. Probably right after that, you'll find me at Costco doing the same exact thing.
And maybe by then...
spending somebody else's paycheck because I will have already spent mine at Target.
And maybe by then we break them and they sponsor people on YouTube.
That'd be cool.
So what if... I had 2, and I don't have any specifics. What if we had another YouTube influencer, another YouTuber sponsor us?
Oh, I'd do that too.
Yeah. And then,
I
don't know who that would be yet. Maybe throw that out in the comments, but like maybe that one or some kind of company that does really fun stuff. Like we could just get, like they rent gear out or you have to buy it. It's normally really expensive. Yeah. And like we would, because they sponsor us, we would totally break the bank on everything we do here.
Let's get a travel agency.
Angry Birds.
A travel agency to sponsor us, and they send us on all these little trips, and we just YouTube live youth group from wherever we are in the world.
How do we tie that into what we do here on a Wednesday night?
I don't know. Guys,
all right.
Youth group's going on the road.
All right, so hey, with all those ideas, I guess that could be your guys' homework. Help us out. Help us figure out how we get to that level. I think part of that's got to be subscribers. Once we get to that magic number, then people can start looking at us and talking to us about our future sponsorships in YouTube. All right, so hey,
okay, wait, we got questions. First of all, Ellie says if you're gonna have another YouTuber sponsor you, it should be Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
However, okay. I would probably from all I know from him is all his challenges for the money, and I can guarantee you I'd fail everyone.
That's who that is.
The grossest one was the cereal pool that they sat in that cereal and milk pool. I would be out instantly.
Oh.
Okay. Do you think I'd be out instantly, or do you think I'd go all the way? I don't think you'd go all the way, but I think you'd stand pretty close to the end.
See, and that's hard, because if you don't go all the way, then and you stay that long in the challenge. Ooh, that's hard.
Yeah. Okay, and then Sue said, where are you going to go when we hit stage 4 reopening? Where would you... I'm guessing that's where she's asking. Where would you go?
Oh, man, where would I go? Stage 4. When we hit phase 4, stage 4, where am I going to go? I know. I think I'm so lame. And maybe this is a problem with the food thing. I'm a foodie, so maybe I'm going to go to a restaurant. Maybe I won't even sit. I'll just sit at the restaurant. I won't even buy anything. I'll just sit at the restaurant and hang out because I'm I can do this finally again.
Well, also,
maybe burgers and brew.
It's really hard to be a foodie.
Yeah.
When, half the food out there is trying to kill you.
Oh, really? We had to go. We had to.
Well, I mean,
we had to stir all of those feelings up inside me at the start of YouTube tonight.
Maybe quarantine will change restaurants and they will be gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free,
sure.
All fake food free.
All fake food free. That's right. Nothing but the fresh.
Okay. Anyways,
so
let's get with the planned program now.
Wow, that was one of those. Hey, thanks for your comments. If I come up, Sue, if I come up with another idea on that, I will. But hey, really quick, we wanted to do a quick reminder with the chat room. It was the only chat room thing we were going to talk about tonight. No passwords. No personal info. We just want
What
to
do you
keep
mean
it
by
safe.
no
and real.
passwords, Chris?
Okay. We want to go there. So, like, for instance, Zoom, our Zoom call that follows this for our life groups, our breakout groups. We have a right to get into that. You have an ID and also a passcode passcode we require that has numbers. We don't want that shared because we want it to just be our group. If you call us selfish with that, that's fine. I'll own it.
Well, I mean, if you wanted to invite like one of your friends to the life group, that's okay.
Sure.
But we don't want
Really?
some random 40-year-old man who decided to show up and watch this with us to all of a sudden appear in our Zoom call.
I appreciate that you specified random because I'm almost I don't like thinking about it. I'm in my 30s, but I'm not too far off, and that would be weird.
So with that, guys, because last week and the week before our password was shared, it got reset this week. So we emailed that to your parents, and one student got it emailed to them. Mm-hmm. If you don't have the new password, the meeting code's the same. Yep. If you don't have the new password, you can direct message us on Instagram, or if you have my phone number, you can text me, and while Chris is speaking, I will try to get that password to you guys.
So now's your chance to ask for that, and Brittany will get back to you in just a few minutes. What's the other thing? Oh, I wanted to know this, and it's looking like right now it's going to rain outside. I want to know, Brittany, and we want to know from you out there, has the rain been a welcome thing or not?
I loved the rain, but I was cold. But that was okay. I welcomed the coldness because I just enjoyed it.
So is it that you don't really like the coldness, but if that means you have to have that with the rain, you're fine. You're totally.
I like being cold to an extent. If I have to be productive, what was that, Monday, and I'm cold and I have to try to work from home and I'm cold, then it's not so good. But if I am just able to sit there with a blanket or something, I'm so happy.
Yeah, so we want to know in the comments if you welcomed the rain or not. I actually, ironically, I didn't. So I like rain this time of season for this time of year for one reason and one reason only, that it kind of knocks down all the allergy stuff, all the pollen stuff, and I that is the only time I will celebrate rain. Otherwise, I've actually really been enjoying the sunshine. And so I can't wait till we get back to that.
Mimi loves the rain.
Oh.
Aaron Weiser said rain is amazing, I think.
Wow. There's some rain people out there. Okay.
Someone with a name. I have no clue.
Esther.
Oh, Esther. She said it already rained, which it did.
Yeah, it's
supposed to rain again soon, I think.
I think it rained where you're at, Esther, yesterday, but it didn't rain here. So, do you sing in the rain?
Wow.
Do you sing in the rain? I mean, do you celebrate it? Do you kind of
No.
Okay. Do you dance?
If I lived out in the middle of nowhere, maybe.
You mean you don't
but
just
I have
go out
neighbors
on your don't go out on your porch and just let them have it?
It'd be weird. With my neighborhood, it'd be weird. However, Natalie says she's gonna run a mile in the rain. I don't know how I feel about that. I like walking in the rain, except for I don't like being drenched.
I feel
Laura does not like the rain.
It's heavy when I walk in the rain. If I get soaked, it's like 10
Brittany
more
Oaks
pounds.
loves the rain. Jenna loves the rain.
What is up with these people?
I think Natalie dances in the rain.
I believe that. All right.
Rain is Ellie's friend. Wow, you guys love the rain.
All right.
I have not actually seen anybody say they hate the rain. So.
I have not heard one person say bring on the sunshine. So okay. So bring on the rain, and you may get that tonight. So I wanted to point out one more thing before we move to this next segment, which I know you're incredibly excited about.
Could you go fast?
I'm going to. I just wanted to I just wanted to point out that I did this for you. I brought back the camo shirt and am rocking that tonight. And let me tell you, it feels good. I did not realize how good my camo shirt feels, and that's probably why I wear it so much. I mean, it's fantastic. So, is there a comment going on?
One person that says they hate the rain. I totally expected of you.
Oh.
Ethan.
Oh! One of the fearless leaders, Ethan.
Okay, sorry.
I totally expect that from him. All right. Well, hey, last week we introduced it. Whoa, let's try that
creating
again.
words.
Yeah.
Welcome to Infinite, where we create our own words.
Infinite. Last week we introduced a new segment called Funny Moments.
Yeah.
And realized that I still have to learn the concept of funny. I think that's going to continue this week. That when we talked about murder hornets, and that wasn't so funny, actually, by the end of it. Anyway, this week, it's probably more of a cute moment than it is a funny moment.
Is.
And we wanted to try and break the internet right now.
Yeah. We did our research.
Yep.
We scoured YouTube. And we were like, what is the most watched things on YouTube? And I don't know about you guys, but we found it. And so our assistant is going to bring on our new assistants.
Ready?
Hello, guys.
Give a hand for
we got kittens.
Kitty.
We got kittens.
Kitten Spectacular.
Wait, come here.
Kitty Spectacular with, what are their names?
We got Dibs. Say hi to Dibs. He's beautiful. And we got Scout. He's beautiful too. I love them.
These
Don't inhale. Chris is slightly allergic to cats.
So you're going to watch me.
Oh, look, he wants to be his friend.
You guys are going to watch me be a little callous to the kittens. A little.
I
mean,
know.
they're still God's creatures.
Oh,
But-
you don't get stuck, Scout. Scout keeps trying to climb through this. What do you call this? Lamp.
They're still kind of getting their legs in
say
it.
hello to the cutest little kittens.
Don't climb on me. Don't climb on me.
They may or may not actually be up for adoption soon. We have some people who love them and who have already said they want them. But truth is, guys, I'm not going to give you a kitten unless your parent says yes. But however, we have more kittens. So these are Katie's kittens. And these two are only 5 weeks old as of yesterday.
Yeah.
And we have 6 more that are 3 weeks old.
Don't jump on me.
Don't do it. He'll die.
Don't do it.
No.
I won't die, but
Welcome to us breaking the internet with kittens.
I don't know. You can give a shout out if you love kittens. Give a thumbs up. Give a high, a high five.
I know.
Praise,
Tell us.
Praise Jesus.
Tell us in the comments. Do you like
Clap your
kittens?
hands.
Do you not like kittens?
Yeah, these are cute. I'm not.
Do you
gonna
like
lie.
cats or do you not like cats? I love kittens. Don't like cats. Oh, he's being a model.
You're being a model
Scout.
kitten. Look at you. You're just sitting there.
Come here, I got you.
Dibs.
Dibs is our perfect model. Look at this. I think we have a new piece of our set.
Dibs is kind of like, what you doing, bro? Yeah.
So, here are our new little friends. So, Spud Animates. Is that chorus?
Aaron Weiser says, I'll buy
Does
your
not.
entire stock.
Buy your entire stock.
There's some
Kittens
I love
galore.
kittens. Well, Spud Animates is confusing me. 1 minute you don't like kittens, and the next minute you love. I got it. You don't like kittens. You love kittens. Okay.
Got you.
Okay. Well, maybe it's time for me to exit because this one is just going everywhere. So, with that, I will take these kittens climbing all over me. Look at this. They're my parrots now.
This is getting interesting.
My assistant. And
Awesome.
I'll pass it off to Chris.
Yeah. All right. We're going to jump into teaching time already.
Woohoo.
But say bye to the kittens. Bye, guys. Bye. How do you follow that? That's awesome. Yeah, I'm actually pretty allergic to cats. I've been that way for a very long time. It feels like I'm allergic to the world, but that's not true. There are plenty of things I'm not allergic to. The beaches, mountains, most things contained in them. So it's all good. But we thought we'd change that up and give you something cute and fun to look at. And man, they're super entertaining. All right, so here's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to go back to Ephesians chapter 5. So if you have an app or an awesome Bible like mine, like hardcore old school, pull that out. And we're going to get to that in just a moment. Ephesians chapter 5, verses 1 and 2. I don't know if that's actually kittens or not.
Oh, he's dying already.
I'm already going under. But before we start, I wanted to pray really quick, and then we'll blast. We'll do a brief conversation, a brief devo on love tonight, and specifically what we're going to talk about with love. But let's pray. God, thanks again for letting us hang out together tonight. Love that everyone's feeling pretty peppy and lively tonight. Man, there is a lot of comments going on. It's blowing up in our chat room, and that has been super life-giving. And God, that's what we can do right now. It's part of us doing life and relationship together. And so I'm asking that you would bless that. You would enhance that right now, even as we spend time with you and looking at your word, that you would meet us right where we're at. You meet them right in the living rooms and in their bedrooms, and meet me right here at the table, and us in this space. And you'd speak to our hearts. You'd encourage us, challenge us, and equip us to be to loving Jesus followers. In Jesus' name, amen. All right. So Ephesians chapter 5. We're just going to stick with verses 1 and 2 tonight, but I want to start off with this, a little story, and I think it's really appropriate with the weather we've been having lately, and so what you need to know is this: it was an extremely hot summer day in Washington, and it was kind of like a record-breaking week. Honestly, so it wouldn't be record-breaking here in Chico, but it was record-breaking there. They were hitting like 100, 105, 106, and that was where this town's at. That's extremely hot. Normally a hot day, hottest summer days are like 95, 96, 97. So at 105, they're already hitting it. Well, it had hit like 112 that day, and it was supposed to be really 2 days of it. This was the first day. And people were concerned. People were super concerned. Local news was talking about their concern for the homeless, people living on the streets that weren't going to have a place to shelter because it was a smaller town and there wasn't a lot of places for them to go. And that they were going to have problems with hydration, and that most people were. And so they wanted people to get in their pools or throw on the air conditioning. The reality is in this town, they didn't have a lot of air conditioning either because the days didn't get super hot. They were super cool in the summer in the mornings, and there was always a breeze. So you just open up your windows and get all that cool air in there. And then you close everything up during the hot part of the day, and it goes back to cool breezes at night. So anyway, the whole point of knowing this is, you guys know what hot days are like. And this was one of those. And there was an invitation put out for high schoolers to go hand out water bottles to some of those those people that were living on the streets in town. And a little bit of a surprise was that nobody said yes to it, at least at first. And so honestly, it was going to be one of those things that I talked with a couple of the youth pastors. They didn't get anybody either, and they said, well, we're probably not going to go. And I went. So I thought I was going to go on my own. And just as I was packing all the water bottles up in these totes that we had left over from a parade where we were handing those water bottles out, and we had a ton of them. We had totes full of water. And anyway, the whole point is that I was going to go hand these out, and I had just loaded up my car and was getting ready to leave when I got a text saying that there was one student, he was a sophomore at the time, said, I'm coming. And I said, oh, okay. Well, he showed up, and one of the first things he said was, I don't really want to be here, but my parents thought this would be really good for me and a good idea. And I said, oh, okay, sure. Like, great. I still need the help. Why don't you come with me? I think we'll have a good time. He's like, I don't know. I'm not really excited about being out there when it's super hot. I'd rather be in my house where it's nice and cool. I don't know these strangers, and I don't know that they're going to really appreciate what we're doing for them. And I said, okay, well, I still need your help, so come with me anyway. And so he did, reluctantly. Nick's his name. Nick went with, and we're probably about an hour in, and we're both really hot. We're sweating, and we've handed out quite a few water bottles around town. We started off in one section where we knew there were usually a lot of people, and so a lot of people living on the streets kind of, trying to collect money and different things. And so we found quite a few there, and they actually told us where we could go find some more people living in the streets. And so we did that, went to the next location, and at this point, we're an hour in. And I'm thinking he's ready to be done because I'm ready to be done. And I said, man, how are you doing? And he goes, I'm doing really well. I'm like, what? And he goes, I'm doing great. Can we do this for another hour? I'm like, well, I was just thinking about quitting. And he goes, can we just go a little bit longer? And I'm like, well, yeah. What? He goes, I mean, everyone's so appreciative of this. I'm loving it. And I'm getting a chance to pray for people. I actually want to be the first one to pray this next time, the next person we find. I'm like, what? Oh, okay, you've been the last one to pray. Like, okay, sure, yeah. And so we rolled on. We ended up rolling on for another hour. So we did 2 hours of this in 112-degree weather, and we gave away almost all of our water bottles. I think we may have given all of them away. 2 totes full. Bins, and by the end of this, he was just beaming. His face was just grinning from ear to ear, and I said, how was it? And he goes, you know what I was saying at first, I just thought this is basically he said, this is super inconvenient. I just don't understand why we're doing this. But he goes, but after spending time with people and getting a chance to pray for them and seeing that they saw someone that actually cared about them, especially with it being so hot out, he's like, it was kind of like I got bit by a bug and I just wanted to keep going. And I think when he said that, it was just this really profound moment for me. And that's exactly what love's like. Like, we were loving people, and it was inconvenient, and it was so worth it. It was just so worth it. And that's the thing that we're going to be talking about tonight, even in our life groups, is that love is inconvenient. And I don't know if you're really loving people, there aren't very many times I can think of where love on some level hasn't been inconvenient. Either it's cost me a few bucks, or it's cost me time, or some brain power where I've actually had to try and get creative maybe sometimes in areas or ways that I'm not normally. And it's just sometimes really inconvenient. So I want to read Ephesians 5, verse 1 and 2 again. But while I'm doing that, and hopefully you're listening or reading along, but I want you to be thinking about what is a way that love's been maybe inconvenient for you? And go ahead and write that in the chat room. Make a comment, put a comment up to that. And I'm not saying you have to say, I believe that it was probably worth it for you to do it. But go ahead and put a comment out there of like, what's one way that you've experienced love being inconvenient, right? While we read this. So it says here in Ephesians 5:1, therefore be imitators of God as dearly loved children. And here's verse 2, walk in love as Christ also loved us and gave himself for us a sacrificial and fragrant offering to God. The part that I want to point out this week is this. The word there is sacrificial. Another way to say that is inconvenient. I mean, I think sacrifice can mean way more than that. But in this case, it's definitely an inconvenience. He literally gave his life up. He got off the throne of heaven, came here, and gave his life for us. Exchanged the life he was living there in heaven for the life that we have here. So were there any comments? What kind of comments did we get?
Hunter Smith says, honestly, loving my enemies.
Ooh, love it. Yeah, Hunter.
Ian Campbell says campfire.
Campfire. So Hunter says loving enemies is inconvenient. Absolutely. I have never experienced a time where that isn't true. And then campfire was inconvenient, and serving and loving people probably through that a little bit. Yeah. Who said that one?
Caden Campbell.
Yeah, Caden. Good call, man. I don't think that that's a negative thing either. So I want you guys to hear that. I actually think that loving people and being loved sometimes was inconvenient for me to love others, and it was inconvenient for them to love me through the campfire too. But again, it's not negative. It's actually just part of what love is. It's a sacrifice. It's a giving away of something we have for the sake of someone else. And so, good comments, guys. Man, those were really powerful. Those were good. Here's a couple things I wanted to say, and then we're wrapping this up. And it's this, that true love, God love, really forces you to think about what's good for another person and not just yourself. And the truth is, there's been tons of moments for me when I've been really about me, right? So even when I've sensed maybe God's actually prompting me to love someone, I get the thought that, well, but I'm hungry. I mean, basic stuff sometimes. And I'm tired. I want someone to like me. So I'm not sure I really want to do that for them. I don't have the time. And God over time has gently taught me that true love thinks about what another needs, not just me. So I want you guys to really absorb that and really think about that. That love sometimes should be uncomfortable and inconvenient. And it probably requires some sacrifice. Why? Because you're becoming more and more like Jesus. And that's exactly the way Jesus loved. He loved you and he loved me. He loved the world this way. All the time. He sometimes would be on his way to a town and someone stopped him and said, "Can you come heal my friend or my daughter, or do this for me, or can you teach me this?" And he would take the time out, love them, do it, and then have to pick up where he left off. I think that's a call that you're going to find, and I'm finding, is real in my life, that God is asking me to be inconvenienced for the sake of other people. So I want to encourage you with that tonight. Love you with that tonight. It's a challenge for me too. I am not perfect in this. Ask me sometime and I'll give you a perfect example of it. It's not one of my favorite stories to tell, but it's true. So maybe for another time, maybe I'll do that later in our series. But that's it. So let me pray real quick and we'll move on. The next thing. So God, help us to be inconvenienced. Help us to learn what it's like to be inconvenienced to know that we can be inconvenienced more than we already have, but also that every time somebody loves us, that they're inconvenienced too. And so that we would receive their love really well, that we would be grateful for it and thankful for it. And God, that you would encourage us to see how you're going to constantly fill those spaces up that we've emptied because we've been loving people. So help us see that, help us know that, help us learn it, help us do it. In Jesus' name, amen. Cool. All right, Brittany, come on.
Welcome back to me. I was going to say welcome back, and then I was like, oh, wait, I'm the one that came back. Sorry.
Hi, welcome back. So here, I'll welcome you
Special
back. Brittany, welcome back.
Thanks. It's good to be
Awesome.
back.
I'm so
Okay.
glad you're back.
Okay,
What do we got?
here we go, guys. I got a challenge, but before we get the challenge, I have 2 quick announcements that we forgot at the beginning.
Oh, okay.
First one is tonight's prize. We've decided we're gonna give away on Zoom tonight. We're changing it up. So the largest Zoom life group tonight, your Zoom group will get entered into a drawing for one of the mystery bags. So we'll announce that as soon as we get going in the Zoom, and I have you guys sorted into your rooms. I'll announce which group and who won in your group. Okay.
So this is what that means. To add to that, that means if you have someone from your life group that isn't on YouTube right now, and you're pretty sure that they're not, then you need
who hasn't been showing up to the Zoom
or hasn't been
life
showing
group
up to
time.
life group. Now's the time. Hit them up right now while we're getting ready to do this challenge. Text them, message them, whatever you got to do. Blow up their phone or their iPad or whatever they've got, and say, "Hey, you got to get in on this. We gotta be the ones tonight." All right.
Yeah. And then,
last,
what was my other one?
that one.
Oh,
right
I got
there.
that. Oh yeah,
50.
that is okay. So then the other one next week. So at the most today, while I'm watching, we have 30 viewers, meaning there could be 2 of you watching on one TV, but we have 30 devices watching right now. So the goal is next week.
I'm rebelling against
You
this.
guys-
This is why she's making
You guys,
the
again,
announcement.
have to invite your friends, people who aren't showing up, get them to come back, okay? And I'm keeping this easy because at the beginning, we had a lot of you guys showing up. So if we get 50 viewers on this video, well, on next week's video, if we have 50 people on watching, that means, like, if you are sharing a TV with someone, get them on a different device. Maybe.
What are you doing?
So here's what we're going to
No.
do. If we could get 50 people watching, we are going to use a wax kit on Chris. I think he wants his arms waxed.
That's it. There's nothing
I
else
think it'd be
getting waxed.
less awkward to wax the leg. You could hide it with jeans.
Well.
But he's chosen his arms. So we're going to just wax one arm. Live. With like a store-bought wax kit. So if you guys want to see that, you got to invite your friends, okay?
So
It's going to be fun.
I'm in an awkward position
For me.
because I kind of go, hey, let's not hit 50. And at the same time, I totally don't want that to be true. So I don't even know.
Next
I'm
week,
conflicted.
get your friends back joining us.
Okay.
It'll be fun.
I can't believe
It
this.
will. Okay,
All right.
now we got challenges.
Here's the
and-
problem. That is entirely possible to do.
What's entirely possible?
The 50.
It's not impossible.
It's not impossible.
have
No,
belief.
it's entirely possible. is
Oh,
what
I thought
said.
you said impossible.
No,
Sorry.
no. I believe it can happen.
I
That's why
know.
I'm nervous.
I picked an easy one. Okay, so we got challenge.
Face off. Let's go.
We got face off. And I think we only have time for one. What do you think?
I don't know. We may have time for 2.
Okay, we'll see how fast we can go.
I
Which
think we
one do you want
can.
to start with?
Yes, we got about. Yeah, we got time.
Do you want to start with this one? Or
I don't
this
know.
one?
You surprised. This is
Okay.
this is
We'll start
our
with the lemon.
challenge that you are.
Okay,
Yeah.
guys. We got the lemon challenge.
Okay. What is the lemon
This
challenge?
is where I'll give us both a quarter of a lemon. And the person who could keep the straightest face,
Do we have to? What are we doing?
you have to eat it. Yeah.
Like put the whole thing in my mouth and go for it.
I mean, don't eat the rind.
I think you can.
You can, but that's disgusting.
All right. So anyway, we're doing a quarter.
Yeah. So, you got to keep your face as straight as possible. Also, I would just like you guys to know my mouth has already started watering. Also, since I just itched my face
I'm going
and
dry.
touched this, you get the one I didn't touch.
Okay. I think I got cat stuff going on over here.
But I also got, I don't like the,
Here, can you
what do you call those?
Can you pick that seed out?
I'll give you this.
Just pick that seed out.
Okay.
That's all I need. The rest I don't care about. It's just that one's gonna be
Who's
off.
voting?
I
You
guess
guys.
you guys get to
Yeah, you
vote.
guys get to
like,
vote
if
on
it's
this.
if it's a close call, we'll let you guys vote. Okay. If you guys want to do this at home, go for it, Ellie.
So vote
Yeah, if you
who
guys have
wins.
lemons and want to join us at home, cheers.
Oh my
But
gosh, my mouth is already watering
I can.
thinking
These
about
are
this.
good lemons. I can smell this.
They're little lemons.
Okay, so we're gonna go lemon. This is the first face off, and literally our faces may be off by the end of this thing. I can't believe we're starting with this first, but here we go. Okay, really quick. When we
I'm
had
already
talked through
nervous.
and planned all this, and we do a walkthrough. We did a walkthrough. I literally thought secretly, I didn't tell any of them this, that I went, what order do I want this stuff in? And I'm like, lemon should be totally last. That would be way better because your palate.
I don't know. The one that I was thinking
I'm like,
last.
please don't let me do this first. And we're doing this first. Okay. So anyway.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
I already
Katie-
want to make
Katie
this
counted-
sour face.
Katie counted down and then we gotta go. We gotta do
3,
this.
2, 1, go.
This one's actually not that bad. Guys, this one's not bad at all.
I don't know what you got. Because I got a lemon. Am I good?
I think Chris lost.
No.
He didn't have a single reaction.
This is
My
not that
eye-
sour of a
my
lemon.
eyes are
Eyes
watering.
watering.
Wow. I figured my eye. Whoa. My eye. Ooh.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
that one
Chris
hit.
definitely lost that.
I'm out. Dang, I really thought I could do it. And then my eyes started to water, and I'm like, well, I'm going to be out. It's starting to pucker. How are you doing that?
This is a good lemon.
That's a sour lemon.
That was not that sour. I was preparing for
Ellie
it to be.
and Ethan both say that you lost.
Yeah, thanks.
I was preparing for a super sour lemon.
They had some bite. There's been lemons I've had, and it's not a big deal. I thought, at first, I was like, oh, and then the juice hit the back, and I was like, whoa. All right, what we got
You know
next?
what the funniest part was? I won't lie. And I didn't do this
we need
because
this?
I haven't bought it yet. No, we can move it. I told Katie, I said, wouldn't it be funny if I went and bought the Miracle Berry? I don't know if you guys have tried this. But the little Miracle Berries, this little tablet, and you let it dissolve on your tongue. And it, like, practically stuns your, like, sour and bitter taste buds for, like, 15 to 30 minutes.
What?
And so you eat a lemon and it tastes like lemonade. So I was like, what if I did that? And then she was like, are you going to do it? And I was like, I didn't order the berry stuff.
Right.
But that was not that bad.
No, maybe we should do
But
that next
however,
time.
we should,
But
maybe I'll buy it still.
I think I prefer hot over.
It is so
Over
good.
that.
Okay,
All right, let's go. Next
next
one.
one. We got the fruit.
Okay, so
Not fruit roll up, fruit by the foot.
So what's-
Just pick one first.
what's the challenge with this?
Okay.
This
Yeah.
is another face off.
Yes.
My face feels like
This
it's
one has
starting-
been made popular, I feel like, by TikTok. So you're going to unroll it.
Take the
Okay.
plastic off.
Yeah, take
Okay,
that back.
so I gotta unroll it.
Yeah.
Oh, mine doesn't look like yours.
That's okay. Yeah, it does.
You got cool colors.
Oh. That's because we picked different flavors. I don't know
Wow.
if there's a way to undo this part.
Do I have to keep?
No.
Can
There's
I
no way
fold
to
it?
no. There's no way to undo the folded
Okay,
part.
okay.
Okay, take off your paper.
Okay.
This one's gonna be.
You're not
Then
helping.
what you're gonna do is you're gonna stick it in your mouth, and when Katie says go, you have to try to eat it as fast as you can without
No
touching it
touching.
with your hands.
Oh, so I can't use my hands.
Yeah.
Okay. It's ridiculous. All right, here we go.
Are you going to start with it in your mouth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we? Okay. So as soon as it's right here.
3, 2, 1, go. Oh my gosh. Brittany, stop laughing. You had it. Chris is beating you by a long shot now.
Come on. This is so ridiculous. How is this entertaining? This better be fun because this is ridiculous.
You guys
Do I
can
have to eat it?
Yeah, you can eat it.
The amount of noises that came out of you.
What? Was I making a lot of noise? All right.
You were breathing like you meant game.
I did. This is business. You won the first one. I got to win the
Oh.
second. It's game time. Face off for real.
Just gonna put this to the side
All
for
right.
now.
I'm going to dump those off the side.
Okay.
I'm going those.
Now the last one. Gosh, now that I have.
Do you need a drink of water?
No, I just need to get it unstuck to my teeth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you go. Because
Okay.
you know the last one.
The last one. These are mini popsicles. This is the problem. How many? 3?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's what we
Fair
said.
enough.
3.
1, 2. Oh, take that one.
I don't know what is going on in my palate right now. That
And
is.
there's a prize for Chris or I, whoever wins. I picked it out, so I mean, it's a good prize.
Okay, so what are we doing? 3?
Yeah.
You have 4.
Yeah, I have 3. I had to separate that one.
Oh, okay.
These are the world's tiniest popsicles, guys. No joke.
So don't open until we start.
Okay. You'll see when we open them. Dang it. Yeah. There's
Okay.
different flavors.
Okay,
in
so
them.
what are we doing?
Said you sounded like you were an animal, Chris.
Yeah,
Who
you were
said this?
breathing so hard.
Brittney, I was an
You
animal?
made game and I couldn't do it. Also,
What kind of animal did I say?
if you guys haven't tried this challenge, please try it. But be careful, because, like, the more you try to pull it in, the further back it goes, and you just think you're going to choke on it.
Man, that's a fruit by the foot. That's like
Okay.
a big wad of,
So first
treatness.
person to get through 3 popsicles,
okay?
but they're tiny popsicles again. Hence
That's
3.
Okay.
So,
Wins.
look, and they're
So
like,
is there a catch? All I have to do is eat them?
oh, they're 10
Oh,
calories a
I
popsicle.
opened this one. Sorry. I know, I'm just, sorry. I'm going to leave that right there.
There's 10 calories a
You get-
popsicle.
You get to open
welcome.
your,
Rip it a
you
little
get to
bit.
rip your
Oh.
first one. Okay, so what's the point? Is there a
Okay.
catch?
No, you just have to eat all 3.
You just have to eat all
Oh,
3.
I did this
as
wrong.
fast as you can.
Oh, maybe I did.
Oh, I did the same way you did it.
Yeah, that's
Ready?
great.
3, 2, 1, go.
Will not hurt your teeth?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. I got a game, girl.
It hurts my teeth.
Oh.
Okay, 1.
Oh, that was bad. Okay, that was a bad idea. Ah! Okay. Wow, that really came on, like, strong at the end.
They're interesting shapes.
And they're weird flavors, colors.
They're Elsa ones.
What
okay.
are you doing?
What? Oh, my teeth hurt.
Uh-oh.
Ow.
Oh! Oh! That hurts everything. My head.
My teeth hurt so bad.
Why did we pick this?
Because I thought it'd be comical, but I thought I'd get
It's
a
not.
brain freeze, and I haven't.
It's not. This is just dumb.
I just touched my teeth.
But it's not. Oh, well, that was really dumb of
You
me.
have to stick your tongue out at the end.
That was really what? Yummy?
Mm-mm. Dumb. Mm-mm.
I have too much trash to pick up.
Mm-hmm.
Ow!
I gotta be the winner.
Oh, really?
Ah! I did it! I did
Wow.
it! It hurts.
Is my tongue pink?
Is mine?
Yours is so pink.
Is it a different color?
Yeah.
Because yours isn't. Look at hers. That's not.
Because she had blues and whites.
I had one pink. I had a blue, a
Oh.
white, and a
Yeah.
pink.
And my pink was the first
Did you-
one.
Maybe the blue of the first one
Dude.
protected my teeth.
Okay. Okay. That. I'm
Color?
gonna pay for this.
Now my throat feels frozen.
Oh, get it? Frozen? Ah! Oh, that's not how it
Well,
is. All right. So anyway, let's do this really quick because we gotta get
here's
over
your
to.
prize. Are you guys ready?
What did I win?
In
What did I
in
win?
the midst of quarantine, Brittany has found this. And Chris will get it. Foaming hand sanitizer.
Yes. Yes.
There you go.
I want to thank all the people out there that made this possible. That I could stay healthy, safe, and sanitary. I appreciate it. This is gonna go. It's gonna go right.
You should put it in your cup holder. Every time you
Cup
touch
holder
the
in my
steering
car.
wheel,
This is gonna go. Yeah, this is gonna go in the cup holder in my car, or maybe I'll get some sticky stuff, glue or Velcro, and I'll just stick it to the dash of my car, and I can get a good squirt.
Oh, there you go.
While I'm reaching out.
This is a hot commodity these days, so
man,
don't waste
especially foamy hand sanitizer.
know.
You went big.
I know.
Thank you so much. Do you want me to share a little bit with you?
Sure. Now that, except I think you gotta unlock it.
There, maybe.
Now that my hands are all sticky. Oh, that's plenty. Thank you.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
There you
some.
go. Oh! So sorry. All right, well, that's a great segue
and
to wrapping this up. We want to tell you guys thanks for tuning in. We love you.
it's very watery. Okay.
It is super wiry.
And we'll see you on Zoom in a few minutes.
It has no smell to it. So we'll see you guys.
Whoa.
That's incredible. No.